So, online you'll find a lot of videos about how do you make your ICP, but I, even when I was discussing with the team and we were looking at the information on it, we didn't get a lot of things around how do you fine tune your ICP? How do you really understand what what are their needs, what are their challenges, because that's your entire communication, say for the next couple of months or 2 3 months before you do a review. In your B2B marketing process will depend on that initial research that you do, and it's extremely important, right? So, Nida, how are you currently approaching this? How do you go that extra mile and try and understand what your the needs of your IC?
Hi, Kaushik. I think Google has a lot of information for about the ICP that we are
Yeah,
kind of targeting, how they behave and as such things around their interests. So that is where we do our research. We try to gather as much information as we can, so and put it all together to understand our demo.
right. So you would basically put in a typical search term that your target audience uses a
Yes.
lot, and then you would try and look at various autocomplete. I mean, I think that's you
Yeah,
can
that's
start
a
off with that.
very basic form of research. Absolutely.
So great. And in fact, I would be discussing that in today's video. So let's start with and let's take a case study. I mean, let's take an example, and I thought we could take the example basically an interview as a service platform. So IT companies who are HR managers who are doing bulk recruitment can use this and basically outsource the interviewing process. There are other options like having a bot for doing the software, right? So now, if you have to, before we get into fine tuning the ICP, let's see how you can create very quickly how you can create an ICP. So some of you would know that on the Bridge Gap site you have a B2B prompt library. So you basically need to come to the ICP description prompt, and I'm going to be putting the name of the company here, and I'm going to be adding the URL here, and I'm going to be generating the prompt. So you can see that this is a what I would call a detailed or a well-written prompt. Rather than this is like a mistake which a lot of marketing folks do. They give a very simple prompt. So if you give a simple
Yeah.
prompt, you will see that the kind of response that you get is very different. Like if you give a prompt like this, it will be very detailed, right? And
Yeah,
it
it
will
will
be
be very
exact,
specific.
very
Otherwise, it
specific.
would be very general and
Yes.
passing over many fields.
Yeah. So I've just copied this and I'm going to be uh, using this, right? So you can see like you've got the ICP, right? So basically you got what Gemini has done is looked at the site, and it's telling you, okay, this is the kind of revenue range. You can look at companies globally. These are
Mm.
the needs and challenges, which I mean, which by the way is we will discuss this right now. How do you do a better job here with respect to needs and challenges? But I just want to tell you that the Gemini is able to tell you even things like, okay, for your ICP, what kind of tech stack they need to have, who are the decision makers you need to be looking at, and also based on your site, how your solution currently addresses. Now, this is of course the first level, and you have to fine tune it. But what the theme of today's video is this particular bit, that these needs and challenges, right?
Yeah.
For anyone who's in content and is
Yeah.
trying to work on reaching out to these folks, this is the part which determines your email messaging, your social, the kind of imagery that you'll have, the kind of content, and all of it, right? So, how do you do how do you deep dive into this, right? So, and assuming and I think I made this point in some other video, assuming you're not like a veteran, that you already know the needs and challenges, assuming that you are someone like
Yeah,
3 years, 5 years, or maybe you're new to the company and your sales
true.
head or your marketing head has asked you to find out research on this, right? So let's take that scenario, and okay, so no, now let's go to this is a tool which which is pretty handy, and you'll soon understand why. So, Nida, what do you think when someone like the HR manager, what is the kind of search term do you think would be what do you think would come here in terms? What is one of the most common search words that he would be using on Google? Any thoughts on this?
For a recruiting company, no, I
Recruiting
am
manager. Okay, so I
no.
thought it would be bulk recruitment
Okay.
or bulk resumes or bulk recruitment tools or portals, something like that. So I'm just going to be typing bulk recruitment, and this tool, what it does is it helps you to understand the search behavior, right? And you will see that, okay, for relating to bulk recruitment, these are the various uh, kinds of searches, related searches. So this is why I like the tool, because it gives you related entities also. It's not the like Nida started saying that, okay, so you can always go to Google and type bulk recruitment and see the kind of autocomplete which Google is giving you.
Yeah.
But this gives you a related entities also. It gives you a more broader bucket of topics, right? So that someone who's into bulk recruitment is, of course, that person will be looking at HR consultants. You know, uh,
Hmm.
that person, you can see that Bangalore is coming up, which is like the hub, right, for
Yeah.
mass recruitment in
Recruitment.
tech today, right? India. You are seeing AI coming up. AI in part. So basically, if you're doing bulk recruitment, you would be using these AI-based methods to start screening, right? So that
Hmm.
is coming up. So then it gives you that thought process. Even when you're making your mailers, it gives you that thought process that, okay, this is the universe of the person who is searching for bulk recruitment. That these are the related words, related themes, and then you can see how your mailers can address AI, can address the mass recruitment process. It gives you a good like initial template to start working with, right? What do you think, Nida?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah,
true. I mean, see, even if I'm going on Google and searching, as I said earlier, I think it would give me what, 10 different ways to look at it. But
yeah,
this is giving way more than that. So I'm getting a whole lot of different directions to work in. And apart from creating a good message through all of these points, I'll
yeah,
also get good idea about if I am a recruitment company, I think
right,
I would also get good topics on what content should go on my website. So
yeah,
even in the blog section and also I could address these challenges and
yeah.
then definitely get more attention, get viewership and
That's a very
traffic.
good point. That's a very good point, because mailers, I mean, probably you would do two, three mailers, say, in maybe a
Yeah.
1 month, right? But there is so much. How do you use the other things? So you could use it
Hmm.
for doing content on your site, because that
Yeah,
your ICP is searching for all of this, relates to all of this, right? So this is a
absolutely.
good way in which, remember, we are discussing how do you drill down on the needs, and so one kind of clear signal is what they are searching. The other one is who are they following on social, right?
Hmm.
The recruitment managers, are they like are like 70 or 80% of them generally following some Twitter handles, some particular fan pages, some influencers? Do they go to some kind of information sites, news sites, or whatever it is, right? So for that, uh, interestingly, and I kind of discovered this today when I was preparing for this, you can ask this to Gemini, right? So you can say which are the um, Twitter handles, Facebook pages, and influencers which recruitment manager of an IT company in India follow. I think I got the grammar wrong, but anyways,
It's quite
Gemini.
good. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so you can see that it has started giving me some decent first level. It's giving me, okay, these are the kind of handles that they are following. Of course, I need to go and check what these are, but this is a good beginning, right? So you
Yeah.
understand uh, if you are planning, uh, like if you want to, if you are planning the content mailers, again, it's good to know what is this audience already liking, right? They're
Yeah.
already liking these Twitter handles, already going to these kind of sites. There's some, I'm sure these are
Correct.
groups, those kind, right? But
Yeah, if there is some professional conversation happening over there, we can actually join in from our company's handle and get noticed also
yes,
by
yes,
these recruitment managers. So yeah, social behavior is also very important. We need to know
yeah,
about.
absolutely. So again, going, when you're talking about search, we said that okay, you can use these other things to make content. Here, you can use some of these, like maybe 10% of these could be your actual be companies you partner with, or you can start being present on those forums, or because your audience is already there. You know? So there's okay. So I also wanted to talk about SparkToro, which let's see the kind of results that SparkToro is giving with respect to understanding the your ICP, and I'm going to say use these words in their bio. So I'm going to say recruiter,
Mm. Yeah.
okay, and I'm going to see the kind of words. Uh, okay, this is I requires a paid plan. I don't have that, so I'm going to be looking at. Okay, it actually doesn't have data. So SparkToro doesn't have data, and let me see if for recruitment if it is giving. Did I put? Uh, I mean, it could be a case that it is not giving you, maybe Gemini, the results that we got here are better than what is giving here.
Okay, but yeah, it is generating some results now after this word recruitment.
Yeah, yeah. So it is, yeah. So I'm actually, I didn't, this particular tool is not giving me a way to do it for. Okay. Okay. So I was, this is not in the free plan, but basically we have to do it for the India geography. I was just seeing if we are interested in India specific things first. But
Yeah.
okay, over globally, it is showing that these are the kind of programs, but actually this is not what we want. We are specifically looking at bulk recruitment. This is just picking up on recruitment and talking about
Yeah.
other things. So I would actually not use this tool. I would stick to uh, Gemini, and
Gemini.
and this is a good start, right? So this is
Yeah.
a way in which, just to now reiterate, what we did is we started up by building like the first level of the ICP, which includes the needs and challenges. We got that, and then we said, okay, how do we drill down on that so that you
Hmm.
can look at their search behavior by looking at this particular tool. And for social, you can simply ask Gemini, and then you can do your own manual research, right? So the manual research is still important in today's world also, right? So going actually to LinkedIn, looking at hashtag, looking what people are
Yeah.
posting recently, like that can never go out of style. So that's
It's
important.
true.
Yes.